Hey, what's up, everybody? Andrew from Fantasy Aid here to give you the top 15 second basemen for the 2018 fantasy baseball season. And before I begin, this is a position I would not chase upside on. There's just simply too many solid veteran options for you to go chasing upside, and you'll see that as the list goes on. And obviously, at number one, you've got Jose Altuve, 2017 MVP, 24 home runs, 32 stolen bases, 346 average. Need I say more? He's the obvious number one second baseman here. Number two is Jose Ramirez, who hit 29 home runs, had 17 steals, and batted 318. He had a career year, especially in power. He doesn't strike out, 10.7% strikeout rate. His BABIP was actually lower than 2016, and he still was able to hit 318. He may not provide as much power in 2018, but I do think he will eclipse 20 home runs. Still an elite option despite losing much of his eligibility. He's only going to be eligible at second and third this year. Number three, we have Brian Dozier, who is the fourth year of over 100 runs, career high batting average of 271, and his average seems to climb every year. He's in a competent lineup, and he'll sprinkle in some steals. He had 34 home runs and had 16 steals last season, a very solid option at second base. Number four is Dee Gordon, who will lead the AL in steals provided he stays healthy. Seattle has a sneaky good lineup with Boomstick and Cano and Kyle Seager, all those guys. Steals are hard to come by. He could be a winner in Roto Leagues because, he had 60 steals last season. Number 5, Jonathan Schoop, who actually had a decent 2016. He did hit 25 home runs in 2016. People just actually noticed him in 2017. Now, his OBP wasn't great in 2016. It was 298. But he's able to improve that this year, especially because of the average climbing. He's in a great lineup. And the thing is, good lineup, question mark. Are they selling? Are they not? It seems like they flip flop every day, so we're not sure what the lineup will look like for the Baltimore Orioles going into 2018. Number 6, we have Daniel Murphy, who's a great lineup, solid veteran option, hits a lot of doubles, hits over 20 home runs, has a great average, very solid veteran option. Number 7, we have Robinson Cano, who's in a good lineup. He's another Mariner, another solid veteran option. His home runs did fall from 39 to 23. Age 35 season. When does the decline start? Or has it already for him, as we see from the home run totals? I feel confident he will get over the 20 home run mark. We'll see if he can maintain the 280-ish average. I don't think the decline, will hit him hard. I think he'll still have a pretty good season in 2018. Number 8 is Ian Happ, and I really like this guy. He had 24 bombs and 364 at bats. He's in a great lineup. This is his age 23 season. The big question is, what will we see from his sophomore season? Now, he doesn't hit for average, but he's got great slugging, great power, great lineup. Number 9, we have Javier Baez, his teammate, and Baez is also eligible at shortstop. He had 23 home runs last year while getting 10 stolen bases, so he'll sprinkle in those stolen bases a little bit. He batted 273. He could learn to walk more, but still a very solid option at second base. Number 10, we have Chris Taylor, who's in a good lineup with the Dodgers. He had 21 home runs, 17 steals, 288 average, and the question is, can he follow up on his amazing 2017 campaign? I'm not going to be heavily drafting Chris Taylor. I want to see one more year from him, so he won't be on a lot of my teams, but it's pretty hard to ignore what he did in 2017. Number 11 is Whit Merrifield, who was on my bust list, and that's because a couple of things. First of all, the lineup was gutted, and I questioned the power. But speed still plays, and he had 34 stolen bases last year, and he batted 288. And I don't question the steals, I don't question the average, and that's why Merrifield's at number 11. Number 12, Paul Dejong, who had 25 home runs and 417 at bats. Now the average will fall, his BABIP was inflated, but he still should be good for a 250 average with 25 to 30 home runs. Number 13 is D.J LeMahieu. Not a lot to say about him other than he's elite in scoring runs and he's going to be elite in average. He'll sprinkle in a home run or a stolen base now and then, but he's known for his run and average, and you can count on that every year. Number 14, Yoan Moncada. He played in 54 games. He's in a pretty weak lineup, and he needs to show the steals that made him a must-own prospect. He only had 3 steals in 54 games. He needs to show those steals to stay relevant because he's not the big power guy. Although he did have 8 home runs, he's not the big power guy. He needs to show those steals in 2018. And finally, Ian Kinsler, who was traded to the Angels this offseason. He's a bounce back candidate who could very well outplay his number 15 spot. 22 home runs, 14 stolen bases, and if the young guys like Moncada, Dejong, Merrifield, Taylor, Happ, if those guys don't produce like expected, Ian Kinsler could easily pass them up. I think if he has a good discount on draft day, Ian Kinsler could be a very good second baseman for you to have. There was a lot of guys that were good that I left off this list. Second base is really deep this year. So for Fantasy 8, I'm Andrew, and thanks for watching.